1.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there are days and there are days. I would like to welcome you to the Whiskey Media Happy Hour. We do this every Friday at 4,
ish.
When we try. I'll tell you this. I've been sitting here with GiantBomb.com's own Brad Shoemaker.
Hello.
We've been having a delightful time playing and looking at and talking about Dead Space 2 to an audience of 1. That one being Internet Steve, who's
he
sitting
seemed to be enjoying himself,
just off camera, manning the Whiskey Media chat rooms.
I think he said it was the best show we'd ever done.
Yeah, it was pretty airtight, I thought.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame you didn't get to see that. But now we're back, and we're going to do it all again. Not just Giant Bomb stuff, though. Comic Vine's here, Tested's here, Screen's here. We're going to talk about comic books, movies, TV, game shows, talk about Jim J. Bullock, some food. We'll talk about pastrami Rubens.
Oh, no.
Talk about sushi.
Okay. Back on
All that shit, y'all. But first, a little Dead Space 2 multiplayer beta. Brad Shoemaker.
Yeah.
So this is out on the this is PS3 exclusive for the
PS3
moment?
only at the moment. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, obviously both platforms for the final game.
Sure.
But right now, this beta is only on the PS3. It's been going out to, I think,
Fail to join that game.
Try that.
It's a beta, folks.
Try that
Live
again.
demo. Again, already screwing this up more than the first show. The first show, we were in the game.
So good.
Working it.
It was so tight. just man.
The banter was really solid. We were getting good questions from the chat.
Got a good dig at Matt Kessler in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, God.
Man, it was just,
That was really actually
it was
pretty
the total
good.
package.
I'm really bummed that the diss on Matt Kessler didn't make it in.
Yeah. We'll find, you know what, I bet another opportunity will present itself.
So, Dead Space 1, obviously single player only. Dead Space 2, they're throwing in a little multiplayer component. You want to just give us a little kind of top level what this is about?
Yeah, it's 4 versus 4. It's kind of like Left 4 Dead in that it's human team versus monster team.
Okay.
The Necromorphs specifically.
Sure.
Man.
Again, failed to join that game.
We had like 3 games going before this.
Could you change the map setup?
No, there's only one map. Very limited beta. 1 map. 3 of the 4 Necromorphs are in here.
Okay.
So it's basically an objective-based mode. Like the humans, given or depending on the map, they have some kind of objective.
Right.
It's like go here and hit these buttons, and then go over here, or get to these escape pods, whatever. But so they're doing their tiered objective thing, and the Necromorphs are trying to stop them.
So on Necromorphs, their only objective is murder.
All they know how to do is kill. So, and look like awful, creepy babies.
Indeed. All right,
here we go.
It looks like we got a game going here.
Yeah.
It seems like we have like the one map in the beta at the moment.
It's just the one map for now.
Yeah.
And I believe in this map the objective is to arm a series of bombs. You're in some mines here. And
Right now, I mean, it's giving you all kind of the heads up. Oh, demon baby! Oh, demon baby! Get it off! 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 Get it off!
Trying.
Sweet Jesus!
Man.
Fuck you, buddy.
Terrible. Oh God, that sounded awful. I like this better with the sound off.
No doubt. Yeah, we're playing. Okay, this is one up for the live show here. A little loud, but a terrifying, wet-sounding game.
I know. I remember the sound being great in the first game.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of just like, someone order us a dozen raw chickens to the sound studio.
Rip them apart.
We're gonna do
inside a bucket.
We're gonna give me an M80 and a raw chicken. We're gonna do some bad shit.
Give me some forceps and a cleaver.
Oh, that guy's still alive.
Hello. Wait, hang on. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
One more time. All right.
All right. So, dismemberment, big deal in the first game. Do you feel like that's still kind of a factor here?
It's still in play here. You can definitely still shoot off legs to immobilize the enemies and that kind of thing. But
while I was looking, I'll have to pay more attention here when we get to you playing as the Necromorph in the next round. But I kind of got the feeling that when you were playing as the Necromorph, oh, demon baby, so you were just kind of dying. You weren't ever like.
Yeah, well, you're super flimsy as a Necromorph.
Yeah.
It's that whole Left 4 Dead thing of like the zombies die super quickly, but they also respawn just as quickly.
Yeah, you got a little like cooldown timer here playing as the miners.
So playing as the Necromorphs, it's basically constant attrition. It's just how fast can you throw yourself at them over and over, wear them down.
Kind of a tight little arena you're working with here
too. These guys aren't really approaching the objectives so much. So you have the stasis pack, you've got a heal, kind of all the basic stuff you had in the single player game.
All right, well, take this into your hands. Why don't you get your objectives on?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. But it's the sort of thing where like you've got to sit there hitting a button for a few seconds.
Sure.
So it's definitely to your benefit for them to watch your back a little bit.
It seems like you've got a little bit faster movement than there's a necromorph right behind you. Yeah,
a little bit more action oriented,
yeah, but still, like there's a methodical pace to your walking.
Definitely.
Like even just your movement speed.
Even the run is
pretty deliberate.
Kind of labored.
Well, I think it's partly because you're all messed up right now.
Oh no!
If there's one thing that I wish that you got right back into this one.
Yeah, I think there's just like a rolling spawn timer, basically.
Oh, okay. The only thing that I wish that the Visceral Games guys would get over are the demon babies.
Yeah.
It's so trite.
It's a little much.
So like Tool album cover. It's like I'm 15
right.
and I've got angst.
I doodled this in my notebook.
Yeah, look at this demon baby. He's got crazy teeth.
Oh,
but
God.
he's still a baby.
Dude, get off me.
Aren't I blowing your perceptions of reality?
All right.
Babies are supposed to be cute, but these ones are evil. Woo!
How's that for contrast?
That's right.
All right.
Internet Steve!
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good?
Yeah. How's your week been?
It's been going good. It's been going great.
Highlight of your week, what's up?
Highlight was probably yesterday's TNT. For me,
what now?
TNT.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty fun. There's a lot of air humping happening around.
Yeah. The virtual air humping in the Uncharted 2 Thursday Night Throwdown was a ton of fun. Gave away a lot of codes. Talked to some of the folks at Naughty Dog and played some Uncharted 2 with them too. That was a lot of fun.
Indeed.
But that's just small talk, Internet Steve. I want to know what sort of questions the folks in the chat have for us about Dead Space 2 multiplayer beta.
Red Sox 8933 wants to know: is this an actual beta or is it just a multiplayer demo?
Great question. What do you feel about the veracity of its state as a beta?
Beta status.
Yeah.
It's only one map, and it's not even all the necromorphs. So I have to figure they're still doing some tuning and balance and stuff here, and I'm dying a lot. I don't know.
What else is new?
This doesn't feel complete as a demo. This is not the full representative experience of multiplayer. So
you're saying it's not complete as a demo or not complete as a beta?
as a demo.
Oh, okay.
If this were to be a demo, I think it should offer more than it does. It's one map. It's not even all the characters. So.
But do you think that this could offer any sort of meaningful?
Yeah, you get a sense of it. You definitely get a sense of what the multiplayer is in this.
Yeah.
Like when I do that.
No, I mean but for the developer side.
Oh yeah, they're probably. I'm sure they're pulling some data.
Yeah.
Doing some damage balancing and stuff like that. All right, so I'm on the necromorph side here.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing about these guys is they spawn out of these vents.
I forgot that we already talked about this.
Right, yeah, we have to say everything again.
We have to do all this twice.
So yeah, these guys spawn out of these ducts and vents and stuff in the walls.
Yeah.
So the thing you can do is you can fly around here and see where these guys are, and then
figure out where the heat is.
Pick the vent right next to the
crawl out
guy
and be
then start
the world's
shooting him.
grossest dog.
Shoot him with my ugly tentacles.
Oh, okay. We didn't see this before. I want to see if we can actually get some view on this. One of my favorite things from this beta is the fact that the necromorphs can kind of see the miners through walls.
Oh yeah.
But you can just see their circulatory system. It's a cool effect.
Yeah, there's one over there.
You can kind of see it there. You got to get a little closer.
Yeah,
it seems like it's more pronounced when you're through a wall, but then you got exploded by a grenade. I didn't know miners had grenades.
Apparently, miners in this game pretty well equipped. I don't know.
So it's kind of one of those issues with the first game. It's like, man, there's some sick weapons that they're giving these.
Seriously. In fact, yeah, it makes no sense to me that Isaac Clarke is still a miner. Isn't his purpose in life now to kill these things?
But if these are the things that miners are using, then what sort of sick gear do the? Yeah, you kind of see the circulatory system.
Yeah, there it does. And actually, I just noticed it changes color as you kill them.
But what sort of sick gear do actual military types have in this universe? We've never even seen any of that stuff.
Oh God. So. There's a pretty good. Whoa!
Oh.
That was a pretty good shot of it.
Also, you can totally.
The most disorienting thing I have ever seen in a video game ever.
Climbing on walls ceilings is always kind of messed up, though.
Oh God, I'm gonna puke.
That's just one of those things. Internet Steve, one more question for Bradley about Dead Space 2.
Yeah, Full Metal wants to know, how does the slow, methodical shooting that Dead Space is known for work with the multiplayer?
I think it feels pretty good so far.
It definitely seems like they sped it up some.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. But yeah, your guy still feels a little bit unwieldy, but that's just part of the feel of this game. If you take into account what it takes to run and to stomp on guys and everything, you kind of get a feel for it. So.
Very cool. So this is on PS3 right now. We don't know how you're supposed to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
Whether it's a pre-ordered bonus or.
I think we got some codes around here. Maybe I don't know.
I'm saying like how does the average
get in touch with us? Maybe not.
How does Tom, the ordinary man?
Well, you know, EA and especially Visceral have a pretty concerted community effort going on.
Yeah.
So then check their site, check their community forums. Maybe they can hook you up.
Well, Brad, thanks for sitting with me here.
Yeah, thank you.
Staving off your pastrami-induced
hangover, yeah, right.
And showing off some Dead Space 2 multiplayer beta
I'm gonna take
on
a
the
nap
PS3 right now. At this point, sir, I'm going to toss it over to the standing set where I believe the Comic Vine folks and company, the Comic Vine players, as we like to call them.
Accomplished thespians all.
Indeed. We're going to be doing another episode of Comic Vine's Preview Theater, although with a bit of a twist.
I'm excited.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's see it.
So in weeks past we've done this where we're reading parts from these comic books live. Sure. This week we actually want to have some input from the folks in the chat. We want to hear what sorts of voices they want our players to affect during this performance.
I'm on board with this.
So I'm gonna throw it over to them. And Internet Steve, I want you to start looking at that chat and keeping an eye out for what people want from Tony, Norm, and Jeff. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, here we go. So we are going to do a preview.
Yes.
We're going to boldly go where Comic Vine has never gone with Preview Theater.
Star Trek.
Maybe. So we need to know. I think Norm, you're the star of this one. So we need to know from Internet Steve, who should Norm read his lines as? And we're not going to say what character he's playing.
All right.
Be kind.
We need one for Jeff and one for me.
Like a character?
Just anything.
anything.
Yeah, description.
Norm Jamaican.
I can't do that. That's not part of my 7.
He demands Jamaican.
Too bad. You gotta try it.
is the
Wait,
job.
not yet. Just we
We gotta cast the rest of these parts here.
Okay, we need one for me and one for Jeff.
Jar Jar.
That is Jamaican.
That's true, actually. Well, I gave him a hint. Okay, a Hispanic accent, Mexican accent. I'll approve this.
That's
Okay,
racist.
Mike. All right.
Who's gonna do that?
I can do that.
Okay. And
Christian Slater.
What?
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater? Talk like that?
Oh, this is great.
Okay. All right. We're ready.
Okay.
Jar Jar.
Bale. Batman.
All right. We are ready to roll the Comic Vine Preview Theater.
All right, Hispanic accent, Miss Thompson. Should we reveal which characters we are yet now, or
No, they'll
they'll pick it up
as soon as
How'd you
you
try
get
that?
those images. Here comes the music.
All right.
And now it is time for the Comic Vine Preview Theater. And this is Star Trek. Okay. That's the first image.
Come on! One more message!
Thompson? Thompson, is that you? Are you here, Ensign? It's Captain Cook.
Captain Kirk! You got my message! Captain, what happened?
It's all right, son. Come with us.
Thompson!
Kirk to Enterprise. 4 to beam out.
Gentlemen, our thanks for your assistance. There's the burden of knowledge.
Captain's log started 7101.9. Following an urgent distress signal, the Enterprise has rescued one of its crew, Ensign Jason Thompson, who it would seem was somehow accidentally shredded on an Orion freighter. Okay.
Sora the Key for the chat says that is not
I
Jamaican
know.
launch.
Give me another character.
He needs another character. Okay.
Be French Kirk.
French.
Which would be mysterious enough. Were it not for the fact that Ensign Thompson.
Oh, there's the Jamaican. There it is. We just had to say French
French Jamaican.
to get Jamaican.
The deadliest martial arts. Where am I?
Beautiful.
Ensign Thompson was at his station on the bridge when the distress call came in.
I don't understand, Ensign!
Neither do I, Thompson. Perhaps the doctor can provide us with some answers.
Well, he's
going
showing signs of shock
cross-continental.
and strain, but he's going to be okay. I gave him a little something to help him sleep.
What do you mean, okay? Who is he?
Well, not to put too fine of a point on it, Ensign, he's you.
Okay?
I snorted. Right down to the DNA. I checked brain patterns, dental records, even scar tissue. That man is Jason Thompson.
Wait a minute, Bones. Scar tissue? Then Thompson, the real the real Thompson, wasn't cloned somehow?
Most definitely not.
Boo.
It's clear this man wasn't recently.
Robot. DC Fox says robot.
It's more like, for lack of a better term, Thompson here was copied somehow. It's damn peculiar, Jim. This man is a perfect duplicate of Jason Thompson. The only difference is this one received a nasty blow to the head and has a minor concussion. Don't worry, Ensign. I know what you're thinking. I've marked your duplicate here and had him put on a duty jumpsuit. We'll be able to tell you apart.
I just want to be sure everyone knows I'm the original. Orale!
Why don't you get some rest in your quarters? I'll let you know when we find out more.
Gracias, doctor.
And you've been watching the Comic Mind Preview Theater.
And that's it for Preview Theater Comic Vines. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's bring it back over here to the couch where I'm sitting with Sarah Lehman from ComicVine.com. Sarah, that was something special.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I wasn't part of it.
I know,
That was
me
so
too.
Much fun.
That was excellent to watch.
I think we should do it like
I'm
that.
gonna throw some critiques out here. I know that Norm, was clearly excited to be able to throw out his Captain Kirk, but I think that his French Jamaican Jar Jar, whatever
the
that
Jar
was
Jar
doing.
was good. The Jar Jar was good.
The Jar Jar wasn't bad,
But
and then
the Captain Kirk, I'm surprised. Such a Star Wars fan and a Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
I expected a little bit.
I know, like kind of broad. I would expect a little more of a nuance.
I've seen Norm's Captain Kirk.
Oh no,
outfit.
his Star Trek stuff's legit. Dude's serious about it. I've
Yeah.
sat here and watched him and Ted from engineering
Go
throw down
at it.
hard
Yeah.
on the Star Trek stuff.
So.
Now, Tony, what were you going for?
I thought I was going for Christian Slater with I don't know what I was going for.
I was getting more Kermit.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay.
I was getting a little more Kermit out of that.
Didn't
but,
Christian, I thought he... No, he
Christian
wasn't.
Slater
No,
is
he was never
more of
Kermit.
the just like the fake Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I was going for that.
So it's just got to be a little more breathy up in here.
Yeah. Next
I
time.
don't know. Well,
see.
Next time.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
That was
But
good.
let's talk about comics. What's going on?
Well, I thought we would start this out
With
because we have a lot of comic book movies.
That was going to be such a great intro, and then you went in a different
Oh,
direction. What's
no.
up with comic book movies?
We're going to talk about past awesome comic book movies.
Okay.
or really awesome.
Not really awesome.
Okay, so not so awesome.
Okay, so, like,
comic movies.
The comic book movies kind of got a bad rep.
Well, rightfully so. Most of them through the
pretty
80s and
bad.
90s were unwatchable.
So I thought we'd start with some Catwoman.
Oh, why?
Because I'd never
that
seen
bad.
it before. So
You just don't want to come back here.
Here's
That's
the
what this
setup.
is.
This is
This is
funny.
you like
This is
coldly
this is how
calculating how to
bad
not
it
be
is.
back here.
This is how bad it is. She gets her powers. This is different from the comic book even. So She gets her powers. First thing she does.
I mean, but let's be fair. It's not the lack of like faithfulness to the source material that makes Catwoman bad. Okay, like that's not the
Are
fatal
you
flaw
are you
in.
sure?
But
That's
just
the
screams-
biggest
it doesn't
problem.
scream-
no, that's a flaw. You can remake the Catwoman origin story in a million different ways that are still good. They just chose to do
The
it in
one
the
bad-
worst way.
Whose idea was it? Like she.
Halle Berry, clearly. Also, I really like this like Beastie Boy fisheye lens hip hop b-ball thing that they've got
yeah.
going on in this
Yeah,
scene.
totally.
It's a real nice. And
also having a
Benji
romantic
Bratt.
moment.
Oh God, Benjamin Bratt.
I didn't even know he was in this.
Don't knock Benjamin Bratt.
I will. You know what? I have to knock him for his involvement in this movie.
But he is the least.
Hey, he's also in Blood In, Blood Out, so he gets a pass for me overall. But God damn.
He is not the biggest problem with this. I don't understand.
And
what
we're not
she's
even getting to
doing.
see what. Oh, what are you doing? We're not even getting to see in this.
I could understand if they were actually playing basketball, but that's not.
All right, this is
happening
enough
here.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
This is I've had my fill already. We haven't even seen
I-
the. Oh
I-
God.
This isn't even the worst scene, though.
I know. We
mean,
haven't
far
even
as
seen
I got-
any.
the whole
We haven't seen any
origin
Sharon
story-
Stone.
Yeah, that stuff was the worst. Like the
We
whole
haven't seen her
beauty
her
thing
awful costume.
Oh God.
Not even
Maybe
like.
we can come back. I don't know if we want to come back.
We'll do that next
No,
week.
we're not going to
Next
come
week.
back.
Sure.
No.
But that's
no.
as far.
Why
No, that's
not?
as far as I got through the movie.
Wow.
And I was like, this is a really bad scene.
Yeah.
That I would like to share with everyone. So
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. But
Actually, hold on. Thank you.
Yeah. So
What else?
That's all right.
what were they
But-
thinking is what I want to know.
All right, but the deal with this movie is, I feel like we've kind of gotten away from the point. Like, why did we just show that? Clearly, it's inspired by a comic book character, you know, Catwoman.
Sure.
But this movie has absolutely nothing to do with her origin story, or Catwoman, or the comic book at all. Like, somehow they threw, like, Egyptian mythology in there. It got really weird
cats.
at some point. The cats.
So how do you feel
So-
about Black Widow? Like obviously we've got another super sexy kind of comic book character that's after Iron Man 2, she's kind of in the mix right now, and it seems like Marvel's
She's
pretty
gonna
sweet
get-
on her.
What did you think of her in the movie?
I thought she was extremely sexy. I thought that the fight scene that she had was really good. I thought it played off nicely against kind of Jon Favreau's goofy fight scene that was happening at the same time. But I mean, that movie was just too many characters. Like it suffered from a million people and not enough focus. So
I felt like they ad-libbed a lot of the movie, and
The whole movie.
there was some tension between Gwyneth Paltrow and Scarlett Johansson.
well, I mean that's been like documented, right?
Yeah,
They've
who's
talked
gonna
about
be-
like on set where Gwyneth Paltrow was much more like friendly with the cast, and what's her ass
I
was
don't
Scarlett
know.
Johansson was a lot.
Was she?
That was the stuff
I
that
thought it was
heard.
didn't
like
know
the
that.
competition
I
of who's
thought-
going to be like
yeah.
the Uber babe on the set.
Oh yes.
I thought that was the problem, and that kind of made me wonder. You know,
Uber
if
babe.
you've got these
it
these
just came to me.
two pretty high-paid actresses,
Sure,
you
sure.
know, in the same movie, vying for attention.
And one is
What's
do you-
it
older
going
than
to
the
be
other.
like in the Avengers movie, where they're all kind of like fighting for?
I mean, that's going to be
screen time?
Joss Whedon's got his hands full there, no doubt.
Yeah.
Do you
Egos.
think that she could carry a full movie on her own? Do you think there could be a Black Widow film?
I don't. As cool as that 2-minute scene was,
That's true.
I don't know if she could, because I mean the big complaint is she didn't do the Russian accent, which how crucial that
Russian.
is. I mean,
No, it
she
was
had
crucial.
she's
But if she's a Russian
undercover.
spy, then she should at least be good enough to not have a Russian accent.
Yeah, she's undercover.
Yeah, but
she's trying to
she
be
was
American.
like, even when she was no longer undercover, and Tony Stark knew that she was Black Widow and a Russian
Would you
spy,
rather have her
she
be
still
like
didn't have an
Das
accent.
Vidanya in her worst Russian
Yes,
accent?
maybe I would,
must-
Brian.
Ivan
No one,
Maybe I would.
like no one,
It would be nice if actors could act.
literally no
That
one
would
can
be
do a
great.
Russian accent. Let's
Don't-
hear your,
don't
let's hear your
wonder.
Russian accent.
My Russian accent.
I want to hear your Russian accent.
Oh no.
Come on.
What do I
Says-
say?
I don't-
a bottle of vodka, please.
A bottle of vodka.
That's actually not bad. That's not
I
actually
know.
not bad, Tony.
Ethan will like this. I must break you. Rocky 4.
No, I get the reference. I'm mulling it. Maybe not long enough to really get.
I need a
whole-
montage scene first.
In Russian?
Either in the machines or in the wilderness.
All right,
Cool.
so that's Black Widow. You guys not feeling the.
I think they need to bring. They'll probably bring other. I mean, people are saying, "What about Hawkeye?" Because they had a connection in the past. Maybe they'll have the two of them. And Jeremy Renner is supposed to be Hawkeye. He's coming off the.
in the Avengers movie.
Yeah, because Hurt Locker. Everyone loved him in Hurt Locker. So it's like.
You know what? If they base it on the comics, Black Widow is not going to have a problem having somebody co-star with her
Yeah.
because she's slept with a lot of the Marvel Universe.
He's a spy. Undercover.
I was going to say
literally.
undercut.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
there you
hey,
go.
hey,
Boom.
hey now,
Wow.
hey now. I think we've gone too far.
All right,
Changing
let's
the
shift gears.
subject.
What else is going on in comics?
Now, okay. I think comic book movies. They're getting popular now. People are going to see them.
I would say let's not say getting. Let's say for the past decade they've
Okay.
been extremely profitable.
Yeah.
And the people that are going to see the movies aren't necessarily comic book readers.
No.
So we're seeing a lot of these big movies, big actors. All these actors want to play a superhero.
Sure.
So I'm we were kind of talking
Especially
this.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds especially.
Wants to play
So
all of them.
For the non-comic book reader
Yeah.
that watches these movies, is it confusing when one actor plays different roles? So like Ryan Reynolds, we mentioned him. He's going to be Green Lantern, as we talked about.
Right.
A couple weeks.
We did that last week.
He was
And
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Okay, but to be fair, the Deadpool that he played in
wasn't
Wolverine
Deadpool.
Origins not really recognizable as the Deadpool that we know from the comics.
But he will be playing Deadpool, or he plans to play Deadpool.
They're
in the
asking him to
upcoming
play,
movie.
and it seems like he's
very
going home,
supportive
but-
of it.
But if he's going to play Deadpool, he's going to play it under the mask most of the time, I have to imagine.
Yes.
Because
But-
that or with extreme prosthetics, because the Deadpool character
Is pretty ugly.
is pretty messed up. Like, he's all deformed and disfigured, so he wouldn't even necessarily be recognizable as
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
But also, not that anyone would remember, he also played Hannibal King in Blade 3.
I remember
Trinity.
that. I remember that.
Was
because it
was that
a-
ever a comic book character, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he was in the
Hannibal
Blade
King.
comics?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and the one thing I liked, he had that name tag in the movie. It said, "Hello, my name is fuck you."
But I don't think. Well, I think.
But that's when he really got buffed up.
Yeah, no, that was kind of like the first time Ryan Reynolds got stacked. I don't know. I don't see it being a big issue because I don't think. I don't think it's going to be like, wait, it's Green Lantern. And like maybe if you are 9, you'll be like, wait, why is Green Lantern in the Deadpool movie? But
I mean, it wasn't
then
a
you'll just be like,
problem.
oh, there's Ryan Reynolds in another movie.
We got Chris Evans.
That's okay. That's maybe
That's
a little
a
crazier
little
It's a little more recent.
because that's a little more recent, and you're also talking like in the same universe.
Yeah.
You've got Chris Evans playing Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four movies, and he's also currently they're shooting that Captain America
there's
First Avenger
the
movie right
secret
now.
footage images are leaking all over. So
And we
Have you seen any of that stuff? I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah,
He's
we've
got
got
some
we've got
rubber
some of
feet.
it.
How does that? Is some of that up on Comic Con?
Yeah.
the
it's-
images of him are just like wearing a white shirt.
Okay, so you haven't seen like the full costume yet.
No.
A stunt,
Okay.
We saw Stunt Double a couple weeks ago on a motorcycle. Yeah.
Okay.
But it still looks a little weird. I still think it's weird. Captain America is supposed to lead the Avengers, and I don't see Chris Evans being a strong enough actor to lead the Avengers when you've got Robert Downey Jr. on the team as Iron Man.
But but Robert Downey Jr. like has gravitas as an actor, but as Tony Stark's just a wise ass the entire time.
Yeah, but he steals every scene.
Sure. Well, the leader isn't the one that is the focus of every scene. He's the one who pushes the story along. That's all Captain America has to do is
Yeah.
be like, here's where we're going, and let's go fight these guys. And then
I don't
Iron Man
know.
is in the back of the pack there saying some snarky ad-libbed line, and that's...
He's also got to command Chris Hemsworth, the God of Thunder, Asgardian.
yeah, but that guy's a
dude.
pushover. I still don't buy him as Thor.
You don't?
Did
No.
Did you see that secret Comic-Con footage? It was
He just
leaked
looks like
and-
pouty. He's just
He's
like...
pretty. He's pretty.
Oh, he's stacked up. Sure, he's buff. They've
got a big hammer.
clearly had him on a strong regimen, but he also just seems, I don't know, he's kind of mopey in all the shots I've seen of
No,
him.
I thought that footage was great. I thought he did a really good job. I'm excited,
All right.
but I love Thor.
I mean, I think Thor is one of the weirder properties to choose because it's like, yeah, Thor is a comic book, but Thor is also an actual like mythical character
gonna be hard to
from Nordic mythology. So
It's the same problem Wonder Woman has. It's very hard to adapt a Wonder Woman movie because there's all this mysticism and
Yeah.
mythology, and it's also set in reality. So how do you ground that in reality? And
well,
I
that will
think
be the filmmaker's
that is
challenge.
the challenge.
And then bringing him, because that was always the whole thing. Iron Man's very technical, scientific, somewhat believable, but then Thor, magic, mystical. So
I wouldn't call anything about Iron Man believable, but
Oh, come on.
you can make a
Yeah,
suit.
When I walked out of that theater for the first time, I was like, I want to build a suit and fly out of a plane. That would be awesome.
I'd survive horrible 150 mile an hour crashes
Yes,
in my
I just wanna
suit
do-
constantly.
I want to do this and
Sure.
have something coming out of my hand.
Well, that's the fantasy. Tony, Sarah, why don't you wave goodbye to the camera here with your Iron Man hands? Thanks for coming and chatting comic books. Tony, thanks for orchestrating yet another insane episode of Preview Theater.
I thought you were going to thank me for Catwoman again.
And no, I will never
yes.
thank you. Well, actually, in fact, I will never forgive you for that. But now we're going to throw it over to the standing set where the test.com kids are waiting with a little Minecraft. Gentlemen, let's go.
Thanks, Ryan. So Norm and I are here to give you a tour of the tested Minecraft server.
You're in Minecraft right now. I don't know if you know
Wait,
that.
how did this happen?
Sweet Jesus.
I have a pick. It's right over there. It's over there. It's on that side.
Amazing.
So this is basically what you see when Minecraft, just so you know, is basically like Lego on the internet. It's everything that I think makes the internet awesome. So basically it's a whole
Explain Minecraft in one sentence.
It's a whole bunch of people digging shit up from the ground and then using it to build awesome shit on the internet.
Acceptable.
Okay,
right, let's
so
show
this
this.
is what you see at the very beginning. It looks pretty boring. It's all crazy, like 8 or maybe 16-bit. and I'm going to render it out. This machine's been crashing a little bit, so that was pretty loud. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. If it crashes, just bear with us. This is
But I
all
mean, that's Minecraft, right? Like, that's part of the experience.
That is.
Minecraft
What is
servers
that?
constantly crashing.
This has all been built by the tested community. So
Whoa, that looks familiar.
if you look over here to the north, or to the west, I guess, that is the MakerBot. There's a giant sign over here in the distance that says Minecraft, just in case you didn't realize what this is. And then this is Ralyer's temple. It's his tree fort, his flying spaceship, flying airship, for whatever reason, giant J here.
Now, Will and Norm,
Look at that spider.
Can you? I mean, I think for this to have impact,
Yes.
you have to convey like how this was done and the time and effort that it took.
Perfect point. So, okay, first you have to collect materials by using a pick or shovel to dig things up.
All right,
like this.
illustrate that for me.
Okay,
You
so I'm
just dug up
digging
a hole. Okay.
I'm collecting some stuff. Now I'm in a
you're
hole.
trapped in a hole.
So now
you go.
I'm going to place a block.
Okay.
And you do these one block at a time. So it's,
But you need to collect the resources first before you can even
literally,
build
I mean,
these
you have an
blocks.
inventory, just like in an RPG. Literally, you're collecting thousands and thousands of blocks and to build something like this. Or in some cases, even carving away a mountain or something like that.
Where does the crafting come
around
in?
the thing? The crafting comes in that you can take different materials and combine them into other things. So, for example, this is the wrong way. Actually, this is a dead end entirely, I think. I have to go to the other side. Oh, wait, there's a giant, I might lose you here, but we'll give it a try. There's a giant non-copyright infringing cat over here.
Do you think that cat has an opinion one way or the other about lasagna?
I think that he's probably strongly pro lasagna, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Although I can't help but note he's not a tabby, so he seems to be made of sand.
Man, that's
basically.
racist.
Yes,
What
it
is
is.
that?
This is new. I've not seen this before.
So every time we jump on the server, something new.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like a giant RPG that thousands of people are working on at once, or not thousands, but like 10. And they just keep going, keep building, always twirling, always getting stronger.
Toward freedom.
Toward freedom.
I don't mean to be too crass here, Will
Yes.
Smith from Tested.com.
Yes, no, Ryan Davis. Crass away. Do you need to go to the restroom?
Cocks in here?
I'm sorry?
Let's show some more landmarks.
Yeah,
You're climbing
okay,
something
okay.
pointless.
Well, you said to climb. Ryan wanted to see the top. Yes, there is an enormous phallus in the world. It's on the
it out.
other
It's a
side of the
big ol'
spider.
It's a great. I mean, it's not the internet if there's not a great big dick
Well, that's
somewhere.
the thing. I mean, that's what makes the internet awesome. In between all the wonderful,
Brother, tell me about it.
all the wonderful things. There's an enormous
Hey, you haven't
penis.
been introduced. You can't start talking.
So yeah, tell Screen to get off of our damn segment. Damn it.
All right,
So I'm climbing.
to your left.
Yes. To the left are the eyes of Chan. You'll note the two glasses with eyes. Off in the distance, you might see an enormous cock. I'm just saying, it's there. You can take with it as you please.
It's
We'll try to keep this
mid-eruption.
PG-13.
It's too late.
It's
far
in a
too late.
refractory period now, is the good news. So, yeah,
That's
so,
maybe the filthiest
let's
thing
see.
that's been said on here today.
What else is that a giant testicles over there? The official logo of Tested.com? I believe it is.
I didn't know he had a name.
Well, we just did it right now. Just
Okay.
just this moment. I mean, the interesting thing is that there's kind of a materials engine in this game, much like Half-Life. So, you can, things have properties. You can burn wood. You can use stone. Oh, this is the wrong fucking way.
That's glass there.
You can make glass. You can convert sand into glass using a forge.
That's
You use
science.
fire for that?
You do use fire
Don't
for
drown
that.
in the water.
I don't think I can drown. But the way you collect materials is kind of neat, because basically you dig holes in the ground. If you're
what
one
would
of
you call that mining?
that is why it's called mining of the crafts. There's water, the water flows. The sand, I mean, there's all sorts of different materials to collect. When you go crazy deep or
You're
crazy
approaching
high,
the balls.
There we go.
I am almost to the testicles.
Oh man, I
There's
just want
a
to say my
ring,
favorite part about the giant.
There's a ship.
That's a Stargate.
The manhood.
That is a Stargate. This server magazine from the Tested Forums hosts this for us.
Wait. You passed it. Go back. I want to
giant
show my
cock?
favorite part.
There you go.
Go to the base. Go to the base.
You want me to go inside the
No,
cock?
no. Just go to the base.
Okay.
Just walk up to it.
Yes.
Keep walking.
Yes.
Keep walking. A little bit to your left.
Okay.
That side of it there.
Get right between the balls.
Yeah, I like that there's a little. Oh no, they've
There's a
changed
door.
it. Oh, it used to be just like a nice little flower patch right here
Yes.
underneath the balls.
Yes,
which
yes,
I
there
thought was maybe the best touch. In
I think it's actually on the other side.
the entire world.
So there's an homage to the things that we've printed with the MakerBot over here. There's the hand, the little robot. I don't think we've ever printed an airplane.
There's also
but
Space
people
Alien.
Like that. Yeah, the Space Invader, which you can see better from the bow of the ship. I don't know
Margaritaville.
if you can see that. Yeah, there's Lane's Margaritaville. Magazine kindly hosts the whole server for us, and I mean there's not really a lot of game here. It turns out,
You make your own game.
but there's a lot of fun to be had.
This is still also in alpha, right?
It is in super duper alpha.
So here's the entrance to the underwater sea lab.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Underwater Sea Lab. Yes. So you'll note that this is Wolf of One's underwater base, the Margaritaville entrance.
Okay.
We'll go through the tunnel.
Look up.
You'll note. Hold on. I'm waiting. I'm doing a big reveal here. Don't spoil it.
Break the glass and flood
Look
it.
at that.
Break
Look
the
at
glass and
that.
flood it. Break the glass and flood it.
Give me break the glass. This is a local server,
Break the
so
glass
I'm
and
gonna
flood
do
it.
it.
Break the glass and flood
Break the
it.
glass.
Oh God!
There's
Get
water
in there.
everywhere. Oh my God.
I've made a
I'm
terrible
I'm gonna
mistake.
plug it back up. This is like that time on Sequest DSV when that annoying kid did something bad and the dolphin had to save them.
You could keep, so you could just patch it back up.
Yeah, Roy Schneider. Where's the trees? Did they burn the trees down?
Will Smith, are you in a position to take some questions?
I
from
would
the
love
chat
to take
room
some questions
while
from
you,
the chat room.
Let me navigate.
while
You
you
take
fun
some
around here in
Okay,
Minecraft.
well, I have a microphone, you don't. I can take questions and navigate. Are you going to the secret base?
Oh, a tree underwater.
Yes.
Internet Steve,
Okay, Internet
throw some
Steve,
questions
question
at
us.
these bewildered
Well,
gentlemen.
I'm crazy
Bewildered
tangled
gentleman.
up in
Okay,
quotes
yeah.
here.
Neurotech wants to know what can they add to Minecraft for it to be more of a game.
Well, there's two kinds of Minecraft. There's the classic game, which is kind of a single-player thing. Basically, you dig around, look for dungeons. You can fight zombies and monsters and skeletons and all that kind of stuff. And then this is the Minecraft Alpha, which is kind of almost more persistent and massively multiplayer. I don't know that I can get over there because of a cable situation.
All
So, basically, this is the Alpha. This is what I think is the most interesting thing right now. Eventually, at some point, there will be dungeon crawling and all sorts of other kind of crazy stuff happening in this game. I mean, right now, when you go digging really deep, occasionally you'll find natural caverns. And in those natural caverns, there's lava and water and all sorts of crazy shit and zombies and skeletons.
Oh, there's nothing worse than just randomly running into lava.
Right. So, and you're just like, the worst thing ever is digging a tunnel, all of a sudden you see a red glow coming from above you. Because gravity works in the game, so the lava will come flowing down and fill your tunnel with fiery death, which is not good.
And it does not cool. It stays lava.
No, it stays burny and hot, and there's really nothing you can do unless you have a bucket of water.
Yeah, water and lava make magma.
Yeah, but water of lava. So, Internet Steve, maybe another question?
Always Be Clothing wants to know, can you craft fushigi?
Can we craft a fushigi? You can craft glass, but round objects are a challenge as this is a block-based game.
It would just need to be bigger.
It'd have to be a huge, giant fushigi.
It'd be very big because
like a
nothing that's
project.
round is actually round.
It would take basically all of the sand in the world to make a fushigi. That was the size, appropriate size to really
All right,
warrant the fushigi.
test.com, community challenge.
Make this happen. So
Make
we're running
a
locally
Minecraft
here.
Fushigi.
Yeah, this is a local server. Magazine happily sent us the save file this afternoon so that we wouldn't destroy his server by having thousands of people try to
the
connect
server's
at once.
real.
The server is real. It is out there.
You have to find it. We're not gonna tell you where it is.
Because you'll crash
So
it.
I guess that is it for Minecraft. We've seen a lot of Minecraft. There's a whole other continent that Norm discovered out
Can we
there.
teleport there?
But in the meantime, let's throw this back over to Ryan Davis in the sofas.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Norm, for that insane look at Minecraft, a thing that I still can't really wrap my head around. Scree.com's Matt Rory and Alex Navarro, how do you guys feel about mining and crafting?
I can't wait for the Minecraft movie, which I imagine Sam Raimi is working on right now.
Why isn't there? I'm surprised that there, for as much as the internet loves creating like goofy trailers for fake movies
Machinima.
based on video games.
I have-
Not even machinima, but just like you
No.
see, like you know the fake Pokemon, like
the Funny or
gritty
Die,
Pokemon.
weird shit. Yeah,
Like why isn't there a Minecraft one? Come on.
Gauntlet thrown down.
Yeah.
Make it happen. What
Yeah.
would the subtitle
The
be?
internet?
Make it happen.
On you. Where is my Minecraft? My serious Minecraft movie
Yeah.
trailer?
You need an overly serious, though, fantasy-based.
Yes,
no,
it needs to
it's
have
gotta
like
be-
Lux Eterna playing underneath it. Like,
everything is made of pixelated blocks.
yep.
That
Love
was
it.
maybe the most seamless and effortless of segues into the appropriate subject matter Alex Navarro I've ever
movies.
seen, which is movies.
Movies. We saw some movies.
Films.
Filmed entertainment.
Alex, I want to start with you
pictures.
because
Okay.
last night you went and saw The Social Network.
I did.
which is
We
David
socialized
Fincher
it
and Aaron Sorkin's.
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron freaking Sorkin's movie.
David Mamet for your dad.
I like that.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's David Mamet with all the swears.
I like that. Well, Aaron Sorkin's good.
Yeah,
it's fun to listen to his writing. But so this is the Facebook movie.
Yeah. but it's really not.
But it sounds like it sounds like everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a movie about Facebook." It's like, no, that's
no, it's a movie about the people who made Facebook,
Right.
or specifically Mark Zuckerberg, the boy genius billionaire of Facebook.
I think we have a clip.
Still the face. Still the face.
Still the face of Facebook. And you know, the movie is based on this sort of nonfiction novel, which the only source for it was one of the guys who was suing him over the course of the former CFO of Facebook, who he had a falling out with.
Actual footage from the Facebook movie right here.
Yeah.
This is the entire movie.
It's just like this.
It's just like
Just status updates.
There's actually a really great scene
photo
where
tags,
where
cow clicking.
There's an amazing moment in the movie where Mark Zuckerberg suddenly has the epiphany about relationship statuses, and runs at full speed from his class to his dorm in the middle of the snow with sandals on, and just to type in some code to make relationship status happen on Facebook.
Nice.
Growing crops.
Does it have a lot of that though? Does it have a lot of the music biopic thing where someone will say a line that is the name of a famous song by that artist? Is there a lot of dumb shit like
sort
that
of yes
in there?
and no. The name Facebook comes from a concept that I don't know if the other campuses have this, but Harvard's all their dorms.
It's
they have that's where the name the Facebook came from, was when he was mining all the different dorms' Facebook for this site he created called Face Mash, which was just basically Hot or Not, but for girls on Harvard campus that he was stealing photos of. So, yeah, the whole point of this movie is that Mark Zuckerberg is a colossal asshole. That is the what it purports, that he is just this basically socially retarded, vaguely sociopathic, maybe a little bit of Asperger's, total driven crazy person who also happens to be a genius programmer and, was just driven to make this site successful, and also probably stole some ideas somewhere along the way.
But it doesn't really fall hard one way or the other.
No. It's
kind of just trying to tell the story.
It's just trying to tell the story, and it's a really captivating and kind of amazing story. He is a really captivating character.
Does it strike you as really bizarre that that this movie has been made and this story is still unfolding? The grand significance of Facebook and all this stuff that kind of happened, all this drama. It seems like the drama is
the
real.
lawsuits are still progressing. So
Well, no,
billions of dollars.
Those lawsuits that are featured in the film have been settled.
No, I thought they were still in pursuit.
No, they're one was settled and a non-disclosure was signed, and then the other one with the Eduardo guy was kept.
That's a good
handled.
point, because if this movie was coming out while these lawsuits are going on, it probably would have been.
But Alex, you loved it. 5 stars on Screen.com. We've got a full review.
Incredibly
up on the
well
site.
acted. Sorkin's writing amazing.
Yeah,
loved it.
And Jesse Eisenberg killing it.
He is no longer Michael Cera Light. Straight up, he is come into his own now.
That's
Is
really
this
it's really cool.
PG-13 or R?
It's PG-13.
Okay.
Interesting. And do you think more than 21 million this weekend?
I'm going 30.
Excellent.
I'm going 30.
Let's Matt Rory. Let's move the focus over to you.
Good. How are you? Oh.
It's so good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
It's always nice when we have these times.
I'm digging this.
Do you like this?
I do.
Whenever you do that, I drink. I just want you to know.
I appreciate it.
No, I do.
I wasn't
So
sure.
do the people in chat.
I felt the need this morning, and it happened, and here we are, you and me, together
Again.
Matt Rory, let me in.
I will let you in, actually. So I saw Let Me In last night.
Okay,
Let
me
in.
Let me in.
Yeah.
So this is the American remake of Let the Right One In, a
Swedish vampire film.
Swedish vampire movie that people loved, and it was one of those oh, why do you have to make an American remake of it?
People talk about, I feel that way a little bit about Girl Dragon Tattoo, but people really were kind of, even on our forums, people, if you say anything bad about Let the Right One In, you will get talked down.
Oh no,
right off the
yeah,
ledge.
it's by those who love that movie. They
you better love it too.
So Let Me In, American remake. How did it fare?
I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit denser than the Swedish movie was.
Denser how?
Much more Freudian. Really sexual overtones and undertones and subtext and text. It's very.
Subtext is just regular old text people saying I've got a boner.
It's sexed. They actually do send sext to each other, even though it's set in 1983. But really well acted. Chloe Moretz is quite good.
Hit Girl from Kick-Ass.
A whole other side of Hit Girl.
Yeah.
And the kid from The Road. The kid from The Boy.
Okay.
And he's
So the palest, most
depressing,
colored child actors they
nothing
can
but snow.
find.
So the as a-
Also like both great child actors.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very good. And I'm on record as being child actors. If they're done poorly, they can ruin entire films.
And you didn't like the male actor in the original. Like you thought he was a little weak.
I would have bullied that kid. I'm sorry, that sounds really mean, but I would have. It was harsh, But so the movie's really good. It's a very good psychological drama. All the character relationships are really well drawn. It's a little too surface level, probably. If you really like the Swedish movie, you're probably still going to like that one over this one. But it's still very, very
So
well done.
I mean, I haven't seen Let the Right One In.
I highly recommend this one.
This one's still like totally watchable.
It's one of the best vampire movies of the last few years, at least in American terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, considering we've had Twilight pretty much
Yeah.
nonstop through that.
It's more about the relationships between the characters.
So Lost
rather
Boys,
than-
The Tribe. This is better than that. Okay.
Only drawback: horrible CGI vampire attacks. Really poorly done. They should have had it all off screen.
How many stars, Matt Rory?
4 stars.
4
Review
stars.
went up like 15 minutes ago, so you
Full,
can check
full
it out yourself.
review on the site. Again, you can check that right now, but don't because we're still doing this live show.
Yeah, we're still talking.
And thirdly, so these are both films, Social Network and Let Me
Wide
In,
releases,
both out
yes.
wide releases this weekend, as well as Case 39.
Case 39. This movie has an interesting backstory.
Yeah.
Give me the backstory.
So this movie was filmed. We haven't reviewed this. We've given it off to Pope. It's one of his kind of.
Eat it, Pope.
Yeah, this movie was filmed in 2006 and shelved for 4 years. And now that Mr. Bradley Cooper has,
Who, by the way, looks hell of younger in this trailer than he does now.
he looks like the guy from Fringe.
Is
with
that
that.
Renee Zellweger?
Yeah.
Yeah, we forgot about her, right? She hasn't been in anything in 4 years too. So they
Oh, and it's Paramount Vantage.
Yeah.
they
never a good sign.
unburied this movie. The kid
And the girl from Silent Hill.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they unburied this movie after 4 years and decided to put it out. Kind of a dump. There's no real advertising for it. It looks terrible. It looks like a J-horror remake, but it's not based on any kind of Japanese film that I know of.
I actually saw my first ad for this movie watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia last night, which seems like
Premium
they
advertising
clearly
time.
know their target audience.
People,
But also like 10 p.m. on FX. That's,
Yeah.
You know, that's
That's
it's
key.
spendy
Yeah.
of them.
So we're gonna have a review of this weekend. It doesn't look good, but hey, holding out hope that maybe it'll be entertaining and scary, but probably not.
No, I'm gonna say probably not.
You gotta expect some hiccups.
I'm gonna wave at you too.
All right. Yeah. Trying to wave at Jeff, but he's looking at his phone. So, why don't you come on over here? Take a seat.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're finishing up this clip of Case 39, other stuff is out this weekend. There's a new Woody Allen movie coming out.
What?
We also have a TV for the last couple weeks. We want to talk about that.
Oh
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Let's talk briefly. So
Sure.
so last week was a big
The premiere week.
premiere week for
the fall
TV
season.
for the fall season. How are new shows holding up? How do you feel about Undercovers? You watch week 2.
I did watch Undercovers. Is the least J.J. Abrams of any J.J. Abrams entertainment that I've seen yet. It's not.
What does that mean?
It is an episode by episode thing. There's no overarching plot. There's no serialized nature of it, as far as I can tell, except for the fact that the characters are the same. You know, Fringe has the pattern. Alias had the Rimbaldi stuff. Lost had the island mysteries.
Right.
This is just kind of you can watch
Stuff-
any
here's
episode.
Here's a different case every week.
Yeah. So it's a little disappointing in that respect.
I don't know. That seems like kind of a positive thing.
Some people.
So much television.
Jeff Gershman
Yeah.
from GiantBomb.com.
Hello.
Holy
Hi.
crap!
Yeah,
Where'd you
hi.
come from?
I was just hanging out over there.
Just
I saw
slightly
this
off
microphone
camera.
over here, and I
So,
was like, hey.
do you prefer TV series that are you can watch it in syndication, any order, it doesn't matter, or do you prefer? I guess.
I mean, you know, like I've watched a lot of Law and Order, and if
Sure,
those
sure.
if those all connected together, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't ever have started watching it in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
it's-
can kind of see it both ways, but it's kind of moot because I don't really watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
It's an engagement versus like accessibility. Like if you have a show that is like it's a big story is being told over the course of several seasons, it's like man, I have all this crazy back information that is being referenced on an episode by episode basis.
Check
like,
out the Lost
That's
stuff
so
on screen,
people get so
for
obsessed
example.
about that. But then at the same time, it's like man, I just want to watch an episode of MASH.
Well, it's
Maybe
weird.
you just watch an
Yeah.
episode of MASH.
It's
Oh,
interesting
sometimes
because-
they do 2-parters, and you're like,
Yeah.
and then it's like
Yeah.
special. You're like, oh man, there's gonna be another one that finishes this.
Well, it's like
Awesome.
we're
What's going to happen to that patient? I don't know.
We're
Probably
watching
dead.
TNG on syndication, and Best of Both Worlds comes on part
Right.
1, and then the next day it's like something in Delson Tire. Like, what the F?
Yeah, that's real bad. They definitely like syndicators should probably
Yeah,
adhere to
yeah.
at least that. They can jump around seasons, but they need if they're going to show 2-parters, like
Oh yeah, that's
don't mess
brutal.
that up.
You gents want to take some questions from the shop?
Absolutely.
How's it
Internet
going, Steve?
Steve.
Hey, how's
What
it
did
going?
you
Hey,
talk
hey.
to me, internet?
Yeah. Pickle wants to know, how long do you think the event will last?
I give it a whole season.
Yeah,
I really
they spent too much money on it to just cancel it.
It had a big drop. It has like a 23% drop in ratings from week 1, or like 19% week 1 to week 2. And really, what you want for a TV show is like 10%. So they have to be kind of concerned by that.
What is the event? Have they said what it is yet?
Aliens.
No, they haven't said what the event is.
Aliens.
There are aliens, but the event has on it. And
It's aliens.
It's aliens.
They're gonna do something though. We don't know yet.
I don't care. I'm total. I officially I have jettisoned myself from that show.
All the
I don't
ads
care.
have that backwards E, and I think the event is just going to be an Eminem concert.
It's a good theory.
I can see it.
Aftermath Records spending
think he'll play My
their
Name Is?
just their whole nut.
Maybe.
Anything
Might
else,
play for you.
Internet
He might
Steve?
play.
Yeah, TV. Cable carrier wants to know, what's the worst new show of the season?
Ooh.
in your
Didn't
opinion?
My Generation just get canceled?
No, that was
Yeah.
Lone Star.
Lone
My
Star got
Generation
canceled.
will be canceled at some point.
God, I hope so.
But Lone Star, I heard
I was
actually
just
really
reading on
good.
Twitter like minutes ago that people were saying, "Oh,
Oh
My
wow.
Generation got."
Maybe it did.
Maybe it
it
did.
looked terrible.
It was abysmal.
We hear bad things about Shit My Dad Says. I'm not sure if either of us. have
Neither of us
seen
have
it.
actually had the gumption to sit down and try and watch Shit My Dad Says.
Broing, my dad says.
Creep.
Record scratch, my dad says.
Guitar lick.
Bam!
That show, The Middle, looks really bad.
But that's been on for a season.
That's not a
Is
new
the
show.
theme song to the middle that song, the middle?
No, it's not.
I wish.
I know, right? I know.
Doomed.
All right, that's movies and TV for now.
Yes.
Matt Rory, high five. Alex Navarro, a cordial,
I'll high five Jeff.
A cordial salute.
Thank you.
But we're staying, aren't
I'll
we?
give
guys
you a
gonna hang
salty
out?
salute.
We're gonna now just seamlessly segue into our next segment.
Okay.
A little more video
who's
game
talking to me?
action. Earlier we did some Dead Space 2 multiplayer beta.
Uh-huh.
Now we're gonna do some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer beta. Another single player game turned multiplayer for the next
multiplayer,
one.
yeah.
This one's actually I'm pretty excited about this. I played this my first time at E3 and was surprised then.
Yeah, I played a little bit before E3, played a couple of multiplayer matches, and very impressed with what they're doing for multiplayer. It just seems like they've really nailed. I mean, like stealth in a multiplayer game typically doesn't work because humans are smarter than robots.
So the idea here, the little backstory. I don't know if you've been following the Assassin's Creed, especially Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
You've got your assassins, you've got your Templars. The multiplayer here is basically Templar training to be able to think like an assassin, be able to use the assassin's training against them. So you're going into these virtualized simulations, which I think is maybe even what they're kind of hinting at in the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2 when you're going through the Animus
you
farm.
walk through that whole Animai.
complex there. Yes, Animu.
So were you skeptical about this before you played it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because great single player, like the stealth and kind of the assassination systems in the single player work great.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would really translate very well to multiplayer. But they've found a way to do that pretty well. Basically, you have like a half dozen or so different character models that are in the world. So there's only.
I think it's like 8. I think it's like 8.
It's like
it's one for however many players. That
Right. So it's like eight different character models, and that's pretty much all you see in the world. Are those 8
repeated over and over again through AI-based civilians as well?
Right.
as the
So
players.
there's a lot of crowd that's just AI. So it's not just like 8 dudes in a room being like, "All right, I'm going to go murder you."
I'm
now."
hiding
Right.
under my cape.
But you're given targets, which are the other players, and you have to kind of find them, and you have to figure out it's a combination of figuring out when to move quickly and when to try and blend in, because you're trying to assassinate someone, but someone is also trying to assassinate you. And the more dudes you murder, the more dudes are trying to murder you.
Yeah,
so it's
you
like
start,
Predator.
You start earning more and more points to the point where you could have like 6 guys on you.
Well, how does the point system work? The more you get, the more they want to kill you for your points? Are points transferred like
No,
that?
points aren't transferred. It's just if you're the number 1 player in the match at that moment, you might get 2 or 3 guys tracking you at the same time. So it's in your best interest to blend in with characters that look similar to you and stuff like that. Because if they run up and kill the wrong person,
Then the
they
contract's
lose the
canceled.
contract, and they don't don't get anything for killing you at that point.
What kind of mechanics in the single player game can you hide in hay? Can you jump off of stuff?
There's hiding in hay. There's
can
all
blend in
of
with
the traversal
crowds.
stuff. You can blend into crowds. There's also a bunch of specific abilities that you get as you level up. So there's that kind of multiplayer persistence.
It's got perks, basically.
Yeah, basically it's got perks,
Like
and
throwing
you get
stars.
but you can switch those round to round.
Yeah.
Like on the fly, the ability to adjust those is a lot more dynamic. It seems. We're still waiting for We're still waiting for folks to join up here. We've got 4 out of the 6 Abstergo agents that we need.
The Abstergo mainframe is having some problems.
Indeed. Again, live demo, folks, and it is a multiplayer beta. Now, this beta right now only has 1 map, 1 mode. But I talked to some of the folks at Ubisoft earlier this week, and they said that next week they're going to be rolling out new maps, new modes, some new features for the beta.
And probably letting some more players in at that point. Like this isn't
yes,
necessarily
October the 3rd. This is going to go out a lot more broadly. Right now, it's GameStop pre-orders and PlayStation Plus in Europe.
Oh wow!
Okay,
so not
get
an open
access to
beta,
this.
right?
So currently not in open beta, but it seems like it's going to go a lot wider.
Currently, it's
next
us
week.
and 3 other people. Apparently,
Apparently, that's all. That's everyone that's
they're all
wanting
in
to
Europe.
play.
There is a full single-player component.
There's also that which I cannot talk about right now, but that exists.
But dude, he told me all about it in the car this morning, and it sounds badass.
Dude, I don't think you can even say that. Come on, you're killing me.
Sorry.
Angry phone call happening now.
But he's right.
But you liked.
We lost a guy.
I was a big fan of Assassin's Creed
AC2, one of my favorite games the last couple years.
I thought it was really good. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? We're gonna cancel that. We're gonna try another one. Maybe that one just wasn't gonna happen.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Oh god, that's news.
News.
Play now.
I would like to know the news.
Just jump me into a game.
What's the news in Assassin
GLaDOS
world?
talking to me?
Huey Lewis in the news.
So this. Well, I guess we can. So this is the map is in Rome, apparently.
No, maybe. It's in a video game, so
Okay.
Sure.
What is Castel?
It's in a Roman video
It's
game.
in Rome in your mind, man.
Mind Rome.
Mind Rome.
It's the best kind of Rome.
Somebody is writing a
All
screenplay right now.
While we stretch for time, Internet Steve, is any questions about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood?
Yeah, Matt wants to know, are horses, can you ride horses in the multiplayer?
Ooh, I doubt that.
I have not seen any horses in the multiplayer modes that I've played,
Yeah.
but again, we haven't seen even the full breadth of what the multiplayer has to
Yeah,
offer.
I mean they've been showing it off in super limited chunks ever since they started showing it off just before E3. So it's pretty much been this mode that I've seen. I think they have shown off like one other mode.
I would find that hard to believe if horses were in this. Not that I know anything about it, but like horse
like
combat
it would be
in the
challenging.
game was not the core part of AC2 or anything like that. Can you find flags? Can you upgrade your castle in multiplayer?
None of that stuff in the multiplayer beta stuff that they've shown us has existed. It's so far it's definitely been a lot more just kind of proof of concept. I've been like yes, this multiplayer will work.
And the core of it works. Yeah, exactly. Like some of these perks are stuff like smoke bombs or a perk that'll basically change all of the AI controlled guys around you into your model.
Yeah.
To make it a lot harder for them to pick you out of the crowd. Or disguise you as some other model.
Oh no!
So it becomes this sort of situation where.
Oh my god.
Everything's gone sideways.
It becomes this sort of situation where you have to pretend to be a computer. Like you have to behave like the AI to do well.
It's a great point because it's not even like I have to blend in with a crowd or I have to act natural. It's like I have to act in a way
like your
that
turns and your movement have to look
I have to
right.
make them think that I am I have to make them think that I am just another AI subroutine.
So it's like kind of Tron-ish.
Yeah,
kids,
and if you're running, if you just start running, it blows your cover.
Yeah, wow.
And at that point, actually, you'll start to show up on other people's maps. If you're like blatantly going high profile, you start showing up on
That's a really interesting
your
way of
sewers
taking the
maps.
single player into the multiplayer because
it seems like incredibly smart stuff.
What are the kind of perks you can get? Are there any ranged weapons?
I think
on
those are
this?
the ones I've seen. I believe there are some ranged
Like,
weapons.
I know
in
they were
there.
throwing knives.
because you can get up on rooftops and stuff. But if an assassin corners you, you can actually kind of humiliate him. There's if you can hit him first, you'll kind of knock him over and have a chance to get away.
So my serious question though. Sorry.
Okay, no, go ahead. Serious question.
Here we go.
6 out of 6.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Great. People
Anyways.
are talking, so this will be extra fun. Maybe we should mute these dudes. I don't know, be the pretty lady here, the courtesan.
Ooh.
And so I've got. Let's see. What do I have here for my my abilities? So I can actually change my. Hey, Viddy, let's just mute the sound because it's just going to be idiots chatting the entire time.
There we go. Not that they're idiots. They're people too.
No, these are.
Okay, so you see that there's the little kind of compass at the bottom of the screen with the little narrow sliver telling me where I need to go. That will get wider as I get closer to my target. Upper right, you can see I'm looking for the doctor because he has the crazy doctor mask on. And
I'm assuming these people
There
are.
you go.
Those guys are doing some dirt there. So I'm not going to try and
The
murder
guy
that
climbing
dude.
up there is probably a dude. Probably.
Oh yeah, both those guys
human.
are definitely dudes, but
Yeah. But not dudes that you're after.
Oh,
so.
there they are.
that's not my target currently.
That's not him.
So.
Is that him?
Oh! That's the guy that was after me.
No, it wasn't.
Dear.
I said my pursuer has
pursuer's
flanked
killed.
you.
Oh yeah.
So he was my pursuer.
So
No, he was pursuing you. He was not. You were not pursuing him.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was
Yeah.
my.
they're
he was
different
right.
targets, I guess.
Yeah,
he was
so
not my
it's
target.
exactly like that. Like just someone walks up real casual, like
And just like, oh, stick ya.
and then that's it.
New pursuer on you.
Yeah.
Sounds
So,
so hot.
you see
That
these
flashing
gates.
door,
I can trigger these gates to when I'm in pursuit here. I guess I can't right now because you can't see me. But in critical situations when you are in chase, you can use gates and things to kind of trip up your pursuer and give you a little more space.
Do you get
But most of
anything-
the time, I find that it's just like I'll just be walking around and suddenly be iced.
Do you get anything for killing somebody that you're not pursuing?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Your pursuer killed a civilian, apparently.
Yeah. So their contract was canceled.
I guess my other question that I have, when I play single player Assassin's Creed, all I do is lure guards up to rooftops and shove them off onto the streets. Can you do that here? Can you push people off? Is that a valid assassination method?
I'd say not, just because.
Oh dear.
Because that's not how. Because if you can get close enough to shove a dude,
Yeah.
you're just gonna stab him.
Oh.
That's a fair point.
I just love throwing. It's one of my favorite things about the whole franchise is throwing dudes off of high buildings. I love it endlessly. I should probably buy this game on Steam again just to.
You get
do
back
that.
here.
Is that your guy?
I think that guy is also after my.
That's not your guy.
No, I'm saying he's also after
Oh.
my target. So. Oh, but I do have a new pursuer. I gotta find this guy.
Says he's in sight.
He's got the assassin costume on. He's kind of moving around. He's
There he is.
No,
No.
that's not him. Because it'll go.
You've been seen. Get him.
Oh, snap!
That's him.
Yeah, old bitch.
Ah!
yeah.
With my
You get
fan.
fanned to death.
Now that was pretty high profile when you were running. So your pursuer probably has a pretty good.
He may have an
map
idea of
blip
where I
on
am.
ya.
All right, who am I looking for? Doctor.
Also, hanging out of the rooftop of a building.
Not really incognito
Yeah.
at all.
Well, sometimes you got to be incognito, and sometimes you just got to do some dirt.
I hear you.
It's my life motto.
Because to keep in mind, like it's kind of the fun the fun interplay here is figuring out when it's time to be low profile and act all nonchalant, and when it's time to just like chase a dude.
I want to see you kill a hunchback. Oh, that might have been your guy.
That might have been the guy that's chasing you.
Yeah.
There, he's here. He's here.
Oh,
Is he disguised?
oh. No, that was damn it.
Watch out behind you.
That's your mystery.
There he
that
was.
ran
He
off.
was taking
yeah.
off.
Crud.
Dude, get out of there.
Hello, he's falling.
Everyone be cool.
I'm engrossed. Like I don't have anything to say. I'm just like watching.
No, it's I mean, there's good tension in it.
It is. I feel I'm
you know that you are like being hunted at the same time that you're trying to find a dude.
Pretty much, it seems like anyone running is probably a person.
Yeah! I'm out.
Nice.
Next
Silence.
I like it when you kill the guys.
I do.
And he just took off running. He didn't know what he thought you were just an AI. And then Jack.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's not gonna go well.
See, I was hoping that I could. I knew that guy was a player. I was hoping I could counter him. I don't know if that's a thing that's in the system that I'm just missing, or if I just haven't played enough yet.
So you basically
if it's a perk that I can actually like counter my pursuer if I figured out that guy's about to try and stab me.
I think you just have to run up on him and get him first. So you have to kind of catch him off guard. So.
Do you ever get into sword fights like in the single player?
Yeah, so you can stun him by getting up and hitting circle.
Okay.
But do you ever get in like big long sword fights like they do with the blocking?
No, it's
all assassination.
Again, if you can get close enough, you're
getting
ice
shanked.
dudes. You are gonna pull out your magic fan.
That's too bad. I guess the sword combat in these games have never been really the. It's so easy to kill like 12.
Oh, damn it!
Damn.
I had a feeling that was a guy too.
Yeah.
Well, he dropped off the ceiling. So.
Crud. I was doing well. So yeah, again, like you see, the scores that I'm getting here per kill are higher if I am more incognito about it, more assassiny.
That's the technical term, I think.
Like there's even a meter there that says like currently I am fully incognito. I'm looking for the bald dude here.
Citizen sight.
Oh, hearing less of the chat would be great.
Oh, is he just standing there? Or is he on the roof?
No, he's on the roof. Because you'll see sometimes it'll say up.
Down. Ooh, down now. He must have gone on the other side of the building.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll find him.
Maybe you land on him.
Any kind of air kills? Oh, he's up now? What the hell's
Again.
going on here?
This is a shifty dude right here.
No doubt.
He's getting away.
He's getting a lot of rooftop action here.
Down.
All right.
Oh.
While I try and chase and murder that guy there.
There he is.
All right. So I can also use my. Oh, there's a targeting system here as well.
Getting away.
I got him. Oh, that other guy's got him too. That guy might get him first.
How often do you have two people?
Well, again, like the more scores someone gets,
the more likely they are to be a target.
The more likely they are to be have multiple pursuers on.
I
them,
get it. So basically, the game is weighted towards making it harder for people who are really good.
Yeah, if you're
on the fly too. That's really interesting.
Jack that guy anyway.
I'm trying. Damn! I was trying to. All right. While I try to find my next target, Internet Steve, you want to bewilder me with more questions?
Yeah, Tierda wants to know if there's any cosmetic customization.
Hey!
Nice.
So far, no. So far, in the multiplayer, these characters are as they are.
Yeah, and I mean the whole point of it is that that it's supposed to be a
wouldn't
limited
want
number
cosmetics.
of. Yeah, you don't want to stand out.
You want to blend in with the.
Oh,
damn it!
Oh dear! Well, I was going to ask if there are air kills.
The air kill. There it was.
Man.
Damn.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
That's hard to do in single player, let alone multiplayer.
No, like that guy had to be on his business and be hunting me, tracking me. He survived the game. I did not.
Yeah.
Any eagle eye mode in this? I guess not. That would kind of make the game kind of unbalanced, I guess.
I don't. Again, that could be like viable as a perk or something. But I don't know. More questions from the chat, Internet Steve.
Somebody's coming up.
Yeah, Matt Jam wants to know: can you kill your pursuer with no penalty?
Can you kill them with what now?
Without. Can you kill your pursuer without a penalty?
Yeah, I think when the person, if you can.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're dead, dude.
You were just walking around up
dear.
here.
Is that your guy? Oh dear.
No,
oh dear.
that's just
Oh dear.
another dude.
That's just another dude.
Oh, he was on pursuit too.
Yeah, he was also trying to get him.
Is there a grace period after you get? I'm assuming there is. After you get killed, you have a little while before another pursuer's on you.
Yeah.
It would seem that way. Yeah.
And also, like, if a contract gets canceled, it takes a little while for you to get a new one. If you fail.
Oh, damn it! I got seen.
Oh dear, he's right below you.
Who am I looking for? I'm looking for the. Damn it! Again, so he can close those gates on me, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it but try and
Climb over
get
this damn
around
building.
somehow.
Sir, killed a civilian.
Good.
Oh, he might have been coming for you. Donde está?
Where is he?
He's down now.
I'm engrossed. I have to admit.
This is rather captivating stuff.
I can get him.
So there's no health meter basically. You're either dead or alive.
Yeah, exactly.
There. He jumped down. He's right behind you. Or he might be in the hay.
No.
Oh dear. He is a tricky mofo.
Crafty.
He went up. Oh, he went up. There we go.
That is a new...
He went back down. God damn you!
There he is. He's on the rooftops.
Yep, there he is.
Oh,
someone else is giving chase as well.
Crunchman has an interesting question.
Yes.
He wants to know: can you perform AI actions like pretending to talk to shopkeepers?
You can sit down and you can do stuff like that. It seems, but no, you can't. You can't. It doesn't seem like you can be that involved in your fake AI. There you are, you fucker. All right, so I can actually also lock onto him with a little targeting system there. Makes him easier to
Put
keep
some legs
track
into
of.
it, man. He's getting away.
I know.
Time's running out.
20 seconds. He's gonna go. Oh, yeah.
Ah!
Curse you,
He went
Red
gates.
Baron!
He went straight up gates.
I think I'm also being chased. I'm also being chased.
Yes. Escape and
I have
chase.
to both, escape my pursuer and murder that guy.
Speaking
I'm
of chase, there's a new show on NBC. No, that's
All
exciting.
right,
That's
so
really
there's
exciting.
a little taste of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood,
Wow.
like fucking fun, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think they kind of proved their concept of how Assassin's Creed style multiplayer, gameplay can work in a multiplayer setting. So, I'm pretty excited about that game and how that's going to turn out. So, That is currently, again, European PlayStation Plus members can get access to this beta, and GameStop pre-orders for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood can start playing this beta now. It sounds like they're going to go wider. I don't know exactly how wide they're going to go, but next week they're going to have more modes. They're going to have more maps. We're going to take a look at this a little bit deeper on Giant Bomb next week. Yeah,
I look forward to it.
Absolutely.
You need to go deeper. And wider.
So at this point in the show, we're going to open up the questions broad. We're not just going to talk about Assassin's Creed or Giant Bomb or Screen, anything Whiskey Media. We've got the chat rooms. The chat lines are open, folks. Internet Steve is working quadruple duty trying to keep track of what's going on. And he's going to throw a question. We've got a bevy of Whiskey Media staff members standing by on the standing set, ready to answer your questions. Internet Steve.
Yeah.
This is going well then.
This is going great.
Any day now, Steve.
Okay.
Hey, Internet Steve.
I'm just going to read them off.
Sure.
Here we go.
Good talk.
Best sci-fi show on TV right now.
Best sci-fi show on TV right now. Screen.com.
It's
Answer
not
the question.
Not the event.
No.
Giantbomb.com. Jeff Gershman, answer the question.
Smackdown.
There you go.
Futurama chumps.
NFL.
I would go with padding. Norm.
I have a weird love of The Colony.
Okay.
What is that?
That's the reality show on Discovery Channel where they sort of like put people into a post-apocalyptic colony and they have to like survive.
Stop saying reality show.
It's
Stop
it's like fake reality. I mean, it's a fake reality.
Next question, Internet.
Jersey Shore.
Any other
Jersey Shore
thoughts
is really
on
good
best
sci-fi.
sci-fi show on TV right now from the standing set?
I say Doctor Who.
BBC doesn't count.
How do we feel about the new Doctor?
Futurama.
Big
Futurama.
forehead.
Ooh, yeah.
Really big forehead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't he like
Cro-Magnon.
gone soon or something? Isn't like the new Doctor already getting turned over?
He's after like one season, he's like, I want to be in movies now. Fuck you guys. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that.
Next question, Internet Steve.
Yes.
Ciao.
Can someone who has never played Assassin's Creed game jump into Brotherhood?
No.
Absolutely.
No, definitely not.
Is there an estimate on when the shirts will arrive in Europe?
Oh, we have numbers on that stuff.
We do. So if you signed up day one, shirts are heading out your way. It should be like about a week, I believe.
Okay.
And basically we're kind of catching up and shipping them out in waves after that. So the first batch of shirts should be on the way. I have not received mine yet. I signed up.
Yeah.
And but they are on the way.
They're coming. They've been made.
They've been made, and they are. Some of them are in the mail. And basically, if you sign up right now, my understanding is it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to get out there because the quote I remember reading was that the postal service is slow.
Okay.
Which I totally agree with.
More questions?
Something she'd like to say.
Sarah, what's up?
There's no reason not to be playing Assassin's Creed from the first game.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
No.
There's absolutely no reason not to.
I just want to tell this person to go play this game.
Yes.
That's all.
Go play
'Cause
Assassin's
I'm the
Creed
biggest
2.
Assassin's Creed
You've got some time
fanboy.
before
some
Assassin's Creed
on.
Brotherhood comes out.
Silly console
All right, we're
players.
going to get these questions rolling.
Played this game 10 years ago. It's
it.
called The Ship.
What possessed Ryan to
Model for
shave?
Half-Life.
Ooh.
The ship is not the same thing at all.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all.
the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing at all.
The question was, what
game,
possessed
but
you to
whatever.
shave, Ryan?
I don't know. Just a random whim this morning.
You didn't like whiff and take a
No.
chunk
I
out or
started. I
anything?
started. I
I've done
started
that.
shaving, just like trimming up the beard some, and then I
Okay.
thought, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's do
whatever.
this.
Ah,
make it
goddamn
happen.
Chewbacca.
Pretty happy with it so far.
I like it. No, I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Is
again.
your face cold?
It is. My
It's
face
just
is
the
totally
worst thing,
cold.
man.
Unforeseen hurdle.
You know what this means?
But now my arms aren't cold.
Do you know what this means? This means that I have the best beard at whiskey now. Because
you want to go?
Rory's gone.
You want to go?
Rory's
I'll
gone.
grow it out again.
Mustache doesn't count.
I had a date.
Who else has a beard? McCurdy.
I could grow
My
one.
chin has a beard.
Let's go. Okay. So Sarah's giving me a run for her money.
I was gonna say you have the only beard.
Yeah.
So de facto winner. Good job.
Yeah,
do it
winner.
Yeah. Next question, Internet Steve.
Is there going to be StarCraft 2 tournament coverage?
We'll probably continue to talk about that on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk
as
about it on the
happens.
podcast. I don't know coverage is maybe
as much as Brad will, as much as Brad's time allows, I'm sure he will continue to talk about.
Are you going to cast,
StarCraft
Brad?
2.
You going to cast it all?
I like that the third hour of the podcast is about StarCraft on podcast now. I mean, it adds something.
Actually, the third hour is now staff exclusive. Only Whiskey Media members get to, or
Yeah.
staff members get to hear
Right.
the third hour of the
Yeah.
Bombcast. So
we have a special feed.
change that up a little bit.
Right. It was the only fair thing to do.
One more question from Internet Steve.
If you were a ship, what ship would you be?
It'd be the Columbus. Matt Roy.
I'd be the Enterprise.
There you go.
NX-01.
Burn on you,
I'm
Norman
the
Chan.
NX-01 though. I got hull plating. Which Enterprise are you going to be? D? You're going to be the future Enterprise? Come on.
You can be
Come
any
on!
ship. Like literally any ship.
Literally any ship.
Santa Maria.
All right, good, good.
Is that the big one or the medium
That's the big one.
Okay.
The Love Boat, baby.
The Love Boat. Great answer.
Good answer.
Norman Chan.
Exciting and new.
Enterprise E.
Enterprise E. Not,
That was the
not really
bad
the
one.
boat,
That was
the good
but
one.
we'll
It's the
keep
broken
going
one.
just for
Nope.
timeliness. Sarah Lima, boat.
I said Death Star.
Death Star.
Not
Again,
Not a ship.
not really a boat, but we're going to keep going.
It was ship.
No,
It was ship, not boat. Ship.
Was it ship?
It was
So
ship.
I think
Okay,
space
fair
ships
enough
can
then. Fair
count.
enough. But
But
Death Star is still.
the Death Star is
More
an
of a-
installation.
Tony
This conversation is
Guerrero.
ridiculous.
I said the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
Ridiculous.
Safe pick.
Will Smith.
Dude, I'm last. I got nothing left. Everybody's used all the good
You
ones.
seem like a Mon
I'm gonna do that.
cruiser.
The thing with Hello Kitty and the airship.
Red
Something
5.
from Final Fantasy, maybe. I don't know.
Gold 2.
Not the Titanic. Everybody's telling me Titanic, and that is bad.
No,
Okay.
Titanic's pretty good.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Everybody does remember.
How
Titanic.
about the best kind of ship, Will Smith?
the good ship Lollipop?
A friendship.
I love friendship.
God.
Thanks, Ryan Davis.
No, don't think me. Thank Vinny Caravella for piping that in my ear. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this train wreck of an episode of the Whiskey Media Happy Hour comes to a close. I'd like to thank
Queen wave.
everyone from
Queen
Giant
wave.
Bomb, Screened,
Queen wave.
Tested, and Comic Vine
Do
for
the Queen
joining me
wave.
here on camera. And thanks for everyone for watching. Internet Steve, thanks for manning the chat rooms and fielding the questions. Of course, Vinny, Drew, Anna, Joey, thank you guys for being our production posse. And, of course, thanks to you, the viewer. That's going to do it for this week's Happy Hour. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.